evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, May the 23rd, 2023. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Tullahoma students can receive free breakfast and lunches thanks to the Tullahoma City Schools Summer Meal Program. Unemployment is still dropping, and the Tullahoma Animal Shelter held its Spring Fling this past weekend. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi, my name is Ringo. Here at Barkview Senior Living, they're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Tullahoma City Schools began its summer meal program serving breakfast and lunch starting yesterday and will continue through July 21st. Daily meals will be served Monday through Friday with the exception of 2 closures. The summer meal program will not run on May 29th in observance of Memorial Day and for the week of July 3rd through the 7th for observance of Independence Day. Meals are free for children 18 years of age and younger, and they must be present to get the meal. If an adult would like to purchase a meal, breakfast is $2.25 and lunch is $4. Exact change is required to purchase meals. The Tullahoma City Schools Nutrition Department will not be providing meal bags or operating drive-thrus, and cafeterias will not open for eating this year. This decision was made after COVID-19 waivers expired last summer, so the district is returning to how summer meal programs originally occurred before 2020 per USDA guidelines for summer meal programs. 2 vehicles will be making the rounds this summer. The Starvation Salvation Station, referred to as S3 on the schedule, will run on public routes, while Starvation Station, known as S2, will deliver pre-made and packaged meals to school-related summer programs, daycare, and other community camps. Routes will be altered each week due to various activities occurring in the city. The Tullahoma City Schools Nutrition Department will update its weekly schedules on its Facebook page at facebook.com/TCS Nutrition Genius, or just search for Tullahoma City Schools Nutrition Department every Sunday evening with dates and times for the upcoming week. Each route will additionally be posted on the district's website under the School Nutrition Department information, which is located at tcsedu.net under Departments and School Nutrition. If you know of someone whose children would benefit from this program, please pass the information along to them. Our children deserve to eat well even when school isn't in session. The state of Tennessee experienced lower unemployment in April, according to newly released data from the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development. It is the second consecutive month the statewide jobless rate has dropped. The April 2023 seasonally adjusted rate came in at 3.3%. That's 0.1 of a percentage point lower than the previous month and 0.1 of a percentage point away from the state's all-time lowest unemployment rate of 3.2%. In a year-to-year comparison, the state's new unemployment rate was unchanged from April 2022. Tennessee employers added 2,000 new non-farm jobs to the state's workforce between March and April. The education and health services sector accounted for most of the new jobs during the month. The government sector and the manufacturing sector added the next largest number of jobs to the state's economy. Between April 2022 and April 2023, the number of new non-farm jobs in Tennessee grew by 90,000 positions. The leisure and hospitality sector reported the largest amount of growth during the year. The education and health services sector had the next largest increase, followed by the government sector. A complete analysis of Tennessee's unemployment rate, along with other labor force participation rate information, is available at the tn.gov website. Nationally, the seasonally adjusted unemployment rate dropped from 3.5% in March to 3.4% in April. As the school year nears an end, Tennessee employers have job openings ready and waiting for young people across the state. The Summer Youth Employment Program provides job opportunities to Tennesseans age 14 through 24. They can work up to 8 weeks and can earn as much as $16 per hour. Young people interested in participating in the program should visit tnworksready.com or their local American Job Center for more information. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. And she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. So this is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. On Saturday, news leaders Laurel Stone stopped by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter and spoke to Cheryl Rhodes about their Spring Fling fundraising event.
We're raising money for the animal shelter. We've got Will. He's doing hot dogs, chips, drinks, things like that. Over here we've got our volunteer run yard sale, and so we're raising money kind of for medical needs and things like that for the shelter. We've had a dog this week that's tested positive for heartworms, and we completely treat all of that. All of our dogs here, they are vetted completely. They're spayed or neutered, microchipped, they're heartworm tested. If they're positive, we treat them. If they're negative, we don't. They're up to date on all of their vaccines, and they're on preventatives before they leave the shelter. Inside, we've got Old Scratch Rescue. They've got cats. All of the cats here today came from Tullahoma, and they are microchipped as well. They're negative on their combo tests, and they have been spayed or neutered. We've also got kittens for the first time. They are $150 for the adoption, but they're not altered yet. So once you have them altered within 6 months of adoption, then you bring back the paperwork and you get a $75 refund on that.
Very nice. Can we go look at the kittens?
Yes, let's go look at kittens.
Okay.
So here's some of our kittens. Again, they all came from Tullahoma.
It's okay.
This is Charlotte. These are all little girls.
Aww.
We've got Luna and Flora, and they've had kind of a busy day today, so as you can see, Luna's sleeping. Their mother is here, but she got a little overwhelmed. She's in my office now. She needed a little kitten break.
Aww.
And then we've got some adults as well. Let me show you. This is Jinx. He was shot through the chest, and his owner just didn't come back for him after his bedding. I'm gonna open this if you can get it clear. He's fully vetted, he's negative on his combo test. And of course the dogs are all in the back and they can hear us, so I can't see it. But over to the side we have a play yard. All the dogs in here get to go out for at least 15 minutes a day. It's just part of their enrichment. We try to match them with other dogs, at least one other, so that they can have more time in the yard, a little more enrichment time to burn out some energy and things. Our kennel has room for 36 dogs. Right now we have 42. So sometimes we have to use the old kennel. We try not to because it doesn't have heat and air, but just as population grows, we are a no-kill shelter. We're one of the only ones around. So there are others, but in this area. And so we have dogs coming in constantly, and if they're not adopted, we kind of hit a wall. And so we have, in that room that we were just in, the doors are closed because we've got dogs in there just waiting. Yeah. One of them's the heartworm dog, so his activity's restricted as well. But all of our dogs, like I said, most of them in here are already altered. If they're not altered yet, they're on schedule to be. But I do believe by today, everyone was altered. And this is Franklin, Casey's coming around with. He's one of our English setters. Of course, it's rained all day. It's been muddy. He's a newer one. He's 5 years old, according to the vet. He just got neutered this week. And again, he's been playing in the mud and the rain and everything else. He's great with other dogs. Tested well with children.
Yeah, definitely. So do y'all have a need for citizens to foster dogs while they're waiting?
We have a great need for fosters right now, and we do fosters. They can either do it by the day. We can do overnight fosters, just kind of where they spend the night. We do them by the weekend. We do a week, or we do a long-term foster. In cases like a dog we've got inside that tested positive for heartworm, he will go hopefully to foster to adopt, or even foster for his entire medical treatment. It takes about 3 months. And he has to be restricted. So it's just kind of not fair to keep them in here and they hear all the other dogs running and playing and getting to go outside and they can't. So we try to get those into homes as soon as we can, just because they're on medical foster. But yeah, we do need fosters right now. So.
What would someone do if they were interested in fostering a dog?
So we have a foster application, and pretty much if you have a dog currently, they have to be up to date on all their vaccines and altered. Occasionally we can make an exception. If you have a female dog that's not altered, we can let you foster a female but not a male of ours until if they're waiting to get altered as well. And then you come in, you sign up, and we can place them. We normally start a week. We give fosters preference to adoption, so if you fall in love with the dog and we have a foster fail, the foster gets first choice if so. This lady here actually fosters for us. She's fostered one of our dogs before.
Wonderful.
A couple weeks ago when we were so full, we were busting, and she took one for a week. It was a great help. And you may think, well, that's just a week, but a week makes all the difference here.
Yes. Okay. Let's take another look at Franklin. So what if someone's interested in adopting?
So all of our dogs are listed at tullahoma.petfinder.com. They could go on there, you scroll through, and there's an adoption application. Fill it out. It's going to ask you questions about your vet, if you rent or own, because obviously if you rent, we need to check with the landlord to make sure that you're allowed to have the dog. And then we give you a call and let you know if you're approved. And if so, the adoption fee on all the dogs is $100, cash or check. And they do come, like I said, completely vetted, up to date on all vaccines, microchipped, heartworm negative, and altered.
Okay. What else? What are some other ways that people can assist you here?
We do volunteers Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can come out, you can socialize with the dogs. That way, we have 4 people on staff here, and socialization is really good for them. Earlier, I showed a dog, Tucker. He loves us. He's great with us, but he kind of hides behind my legs when he meets people. Just letting him meet other people. It's great for the dogs. Also, we take donations, monetary. We take donations in the form, we like treats. We do a lot of positive reinforcement training here, so treats are a big thing for us, too.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else that you would like everybody to know about the Tullahoma Animal Shelter?
Just we appreciate all the support we have. All the community help we get. We are working, again, we've partnered with the Cat Rescue to try to do spay and neuter in the city and to move those as well. And just come foster and adopt.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all you do for the furry friends.
And once again, that website to adopt a dog from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is tullahoma.petfinder.com. We'll be right back after these messages.
One thing about Park View, we could bring our animal out there with us.
It would have been a deal breaker if we had not been able to take Gracie.
Yeah, we would not have gone.
If you want to do something, there's something to do most of the day. You shouldn't get bored.
I really enjoy my life here at Parkview. I really choose what I want to do. We have a wonderful library with hundreds of books that I love. It is a wonderful place.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day. although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Welcome back. At the recent Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce's annual Women Impacting the Community event, Dr. Monica Blake Beasley was the keynote speaker. We conclude her presentation today.
I have gone on to flourish in my doctoral program. Even after life hit me so hard, they terminated me from the program. I was once terminated from the program because I wasn't a good communicator. But the glory in this is that they knew my heart, and I was a 4.0 student before all of the waves hit. But when the waves hit, Dr. Patterson from Trevecca reached out to me and she said, Monica, this isn't like you. And when you build excellence for yourself, people begin to know what to expect. And she knew this was not like me. And she said, what do you need? And I said, Dr. Patterson, here's what's happened. I lost my significant other. I've had to endure the loss of my father. I've had to relocate. I had to start a new job. And she said, Monica, why didn't you say anything? And I said, I didn't know that I should. So when I learned to be a better communicator, she was able to send help my way. And if any of you know Dr. Brad Winley here in town, he held my hand to the finish line, and on Saturday, we crossed that finish line. And so that lesson taught me it's okay to fail. But when I fail, I have to learn how to communicate what my needs are, and I have to learn how to fail forward. I could have fallen and stayed down, but my mom always told me, you can stay down or you can get up. And if you can look up, you can get up. And so, I am grateful for these 5 lessons that I learned. Who was seeding me? Where did I need to plant seeds? Who was watering me? Where did I need to water? What needed to be tilled out of my garden? What needed to be pruned? Where did I need to give myself permission to bloom? And I learned how to fail forward. It's not a story of perfection. It's a story of endurance. And every person in this building has the ability to walk out of these doors today a little more inspired, a little more empowered, and a little more aware of your surroundings so that you can go and make the most impact wherever you need to. The last thing I want to leave for you today is I believe in showing gratitude. On your way out today, I have left thank you cards as well as envelopes for you to pick up on your way out. Send a thank you card to whoever it is that has put seeds in you, to whoever it is who has watered to you, to whoever it is that has poured into you so that you are the woman or man that you are today. I've also left a pack of seeds on each of your places. I want you to take those seeds and plant those seeds or gift them to someone to be planted. You see, the beautiful thing about seeds is that they are not intimidated or in fear of either light or darkness. They simply choose both to grow. And so what I want you to do, take those seeds, and in the same way that you plant those seeds and watch them grow, go forth. Don't be afraid of either the light or the dark. Use them to grow. And as you do, go forth and bloom. But don't just bloom, bloom in power.
And to finally get around to letting you know who won an award at the Women Impacting the Community event, we begin with the business category.
In business, Kelly is a local icon in both theater and journalism. Before turning to local journalism, Kelly Lipchinsky spent more than 3 decades working on and behind Tennessee stages, including a management position in Nashville's oldest professional theater, Chaffin's Barn. She also performed on and off stage for the Mystery Doc Comedy Theater Company at Nashville's Gaylord Opryland Resort and was an ensemble member of Monteagle's Persinius Repertory Company. Kelly received associate's degrees in both English and communications from Motlow College, where she earned the Departmental Award for Outstanding Achievement as both the editor of the Motlow Monitor College newspaper and as the founding editor of the Mosaic Literary Magazine. She completed her bachelor's degree in electronic media management with multiple national honors from Middle Tennessee State University. For the next decade, she worked as a radio DJ, anchoring the morning show on Manchester's Fantasy 101.5, while putting her audio skills to work to produce countless sound cues and radio commercials for theaters from Nashville to San Diego. In San Diego, Kelly received multiple Best Actor awards in both lead and supporting roles, was the host of the Theater Scene Follow Spot podcast, and founded the New Perspective Festival of Theater Artists, which was instrumental in the national publication of the short plays it first produced. Kelly returned to Tullahoma as a reporter for the then editor of the Tullahoma News, where she won 14 state press awards in 6 years and earned the Employee of the Year award in 2016. She was hired away from the Tullahoma News in 2019, and she currently writes and hosts news, talk, and cooking programs on LightTube television as part of her communications duties for TUA, where she also films and edits local programming and manages newsletters, social media, and press releases. She is an active member of the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce, in that she currently serves as an ambassador, attends all monthly coffees, and most ribbon cuttings. She's an active member of the Coffee County Leadership Program this year as well. Please join me in congratulating Kelly Lipchinsky.
Thank you. You know, my boss asked me this morning, he said, "Do you have your acceptance speech ready?" And I laughed at him. I said, "I'm not going to be up there." I think Hope said, you know, in the last 30 years, my job has really been to tell your story, to tell someone else's story, whether I was on the radio, on the stage, in print, now on television. And part of that is just sort of setting into the background and making sure the focus is on you guys. So thank you for the focus on me today. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more news after these messages.
I feel like we're safe at Parkview.
There's somebody on staff all the time. So if you need help, help is there.
We are surrounded with people that are looking after us and taking care of us.
The staff is wonderful and always available. We feel so safe and secure here.
I feel safe at Parkview all the time.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. At the most recent Tullahoma School Board meeting, Dr. Stevenson honored Jack T. Farah student Wyatt Hensley, who was recently voted Scout of the Year.
Start with our Scout of the Year. If our Scout of the Year is here, I would like our Scout of the Year to stand right here in the center. Thank you. There you are. Ooh, and you've brought some stuff with you. I love it. Brady Welch, I see you're in the audience. Do you mind to be his assistant and hold something for him so everybody can see what you've brought? Brady will be a great help to you. All right. There is no doubt some of the best teachers are children. Such is the case with this first student we will celebrate tonight. He is most certainly an incredible young man who is a teacher to all with his giving and his volunteer spirit. So let's welcome this evening, and you're going to hear more about him, Jack T. Farah Elementary third grader Wyatt Hensley. Let's bring him. Repeat after me. I would like you to say, thank you, Brady.
Thank you, Brady.
For holding that frame for him. This is so fun. So Wyatt is a Boy Scout and member of the Webelos Pack 358. According to the Middle Tennessee Boy Scouts of America website, Wyatt is known for his generous spirit. He gave up an entire summer to work in his church's food ministry. Full days were spent packing up bags to give away to those in need. At this young age, he even learned to use a pallet jack and spent his summer in service to others with a constant smile on his face. It should come as no surprise that Wyatt was named Cub Scout of the Year by the Middle Tennessee Council of Boy Scouts of America. Let us all celebrate this amazing young man.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On this week's show, we'll learn about the Coffee County Rescue Squad's upcoming fundraiser. South Jackson Goes Country is having tryouts for this year's show, and there's a new flag football league for kids. We'll have all this and more on this week's Living. And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1908 at 93 degrees. Record low was in 2002 at 36 degrees. The average high for this day is 79, and the average low is 58. Partly cloudy for tonight with a low of 55. Sunny skies for Wednesday with a high of 80, a low of 55, and those sunny skies continue for Thursday with a high of 81 and a low of 55. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.